Hey Sens, come here. What is it? Can you get rid of the Habs? What? How do you want me to get rid of them? I don't care how you do it, just get rid of them, please. Fine. Hey Montreal. Yes? We have decided that you are the better team. You've got ahead of us in our rebuild, so we concede you are the more complete team. So as a consolation prize here, we'll give you the keys to our cabin. Go and spend a week there. Wow, thanks Ottawa for this gesture. You know what? After this great start we've been off to, I think we could use a week off. Thanks Ottawa. You have no idea. Is he gone? Yup. Now why did you want him gone so badly? I was scared of what he was going to do to me if I told him he was going to lose all 3 of his games this week in regulation. And losing by one of the widest margins they've ever lost at the Bell Center, 7-0 to Dallas. Oh, that makes sense. Now, can I see Boston? We're here, scriptwriter. Good. You guys are going 2-0 this week. You're beating the Montreal Canadiens. And with the win over the Habs, you're now in sole possession of top spots in the Atlantic Division. The big bad bees are back, baby! Why don't we just help you if you just gave Boston the division title right now? Well, you aren't having a bad week either. You go 1-1-1, have a 7-game point streak only ended by Anton Forsberg, and you're the team who ends the Boston Bruins 7-game winning streak. What? Still on the bees? Yeah, I'm okay with the record this week, especially given the Habs record. Really? You're giving the division to Boston? Yep. Well, you are a crappy scriptwriter. Really? Maybe I am. You guys go 2-1-0 this week, you're only a game above 500, and you're gonna lose to Tampa. No, please, anything but that. I don't want Tampa fans to keep on telling us we're frauds. No, we are not. And it's 1 week closer until Matthew Tkachuk gets back. Then all things will be figured out. Just keep telling yourself that. Now, New Jersey and NYR. Yeah, scriptwriter? Stop, scriptwriter. I'm sick and tired of losing our home games, and I am demanding we end that losing streak this week. Okay, I have listed a few reasons as to why we should... What? You can have the first home win of the season. I think I've drawn this on long enough. In fact, you guys are winning 3 of your 4 games you play this week. You're gonna get up to a 10-8-2 record by the end of the week and score a combined 13 goals against Nashville and Tampa in the first 2 games this week. Finally, it's about freaking time we got offense and one at home. And scriptwriter, for laughing at us and calling us a pathetic team, you are. Maybe you can give the Devils an injury to one of their players. Maybe Jack Hughes? No. The kid's been through enough. Don't do this. Fine. And make it painful. No! Jack Hughes is out 2 months due to a hand injury he sustained at a team dinner. No! How will we ever find out Jack Hughes' full potential if he keeps on getting injured? I'm still giving you guys a 2-1 record with Nemec getting back-to-back game-winning goals for you guys. And you're the best team in the Eastern Conference. Does that make up for it all? No! How are we going to maintain the top spot in the Eastern Conference without Jack Hughes? That sounds like a you problem. You. I will get you for this. Sorry, Jersey. Now, if you guys hadn't noticed yet, we're going to Sweden this week. We have 2 Global Series games between the Penguins and the Predators. Why the NHL schedule maker put these 2 teams in Sweden, I'll have no idea. Okay, better make these games interesting. So Nashville's going to beat Pittsburgh 2-1 in overtime because they do want to see a Stamkos overtime winner in Sweden for the Nashville Predators. And then rookie goalie Marusha stops all pucks he faces in game 2 as the Penguins shut out the Nashville Predators 4-0 in the 2nd game in Sweden. And we'll take the 3 points. Getting back up to above 5 games, above 500, and being a top 3 spot in the Metro, like, we'll take that. Scriptwriter, you're telling me we can't even beat a rookie goaltender now? Yep, and now you are tied for the 2nd worst record in the entire NHL, only ahead of the Calgary Flames. Excuse me a minute. Hey Barry, do you have a direction for this team, or are we just gonna be, like, bad forever? I'll be expecting trades from them in March. Okay, Anaheim. Yeah, scriptwriter? Sorry, but you're losing all 3 games you play this week. What? But we have a 7-game winning streak as of last week. I know, and while I do believe you're a good team, I don't think you're a great team yet. And your young players still need time to grow, so you're gonna lose 4-1 to the Habs, 6-3 to the Red Wings, and get shut by Minnesota 2-0. Well, Carlson, as this point streak ends, and point-wise, you are no longer the Pacific Division leaders. You are still points percentage-wise, though. Then who's leading it now? LA. Yes! Thank you so much, scriptwriter. We're actually leading the division? How the heck do we do this week? You sweep Eastern Canada. Nothing more to say. 4-3 overtime win over Toronto, shut out Ottawa, destroyed Montreal. Some pretty good games for you this week. And now you're up to double-digit wins. And point-wise, you do lead the Pacific Division, even though the Ducks are still tied for the lead points percentage-wise. With how we started the year, I am so grateful you put us up here. Thank you, scriptwriter. Well, it was good while it lasted. Now I have to reset and play better next week. By the way, who are we tied for in points percentage for the division title? Seattle. What? We're still up here? Yeah, you got 5 out possible, 6 points this week. You go 201. You once again beat the Winnipeg Jets. I think at this point you own the Winnipeg Jets. And you do all of this, getting up to 23 points without Joey Accord. Scriptwriter, you've given me the greatest gift of all. Hope. I mean, the last few years have been extremely bad. I thought we were going to be a lottery team this year. So the fact that we're still tied for top spot in the Pacific Division at this point says a lot. Thanks, Scriptwriter. No problem, Seattle. Now, a few quick things to go over here. The Chicago Blackhawks get 3 out of possible 4 points and are able to stay in a playoff spot this week. The San Jose Sharks win their first game of the week on Tuesday, and at that current point in time, they were in a playoff spot. Yes, we're in a playoff spot. It's November. Hang the banners. Celebrini was the one chosen to bring us back to the playoffs, and he's already doing it. He's still a teenager. We're gonna make the playoffs this year. No, you guys finished the week with 2. Oh, forget it. He probably won't have very many more happier moments this year. Columbus winds up getting a point in all 4 games this week, getting 6 out of possible 8 points. They climb the Metro standings. The Edmonton Oilers win 3 of their 4 games this week and go 3-1-0. Well, partner, we're right back on track. Yeah, but all of these wins came in over, never mind. And Buffalo ends their 5-game losing streak. Now, Colorado, yeah, you win all 3 of your games this week. McKinnon still leads the NHL in goals and in points. You are the first team to 30 points on the season, and after 19 games, you only have 1 regulation loss. Yep, best team in the league, as it should be. But what? Hello, Colorado. Ah! Where the heck did you come from? Well, I did, like you asked, put Utah and Winnipeg a little bit further back in the standings. I did allow Dallas to keep up with you. They're on a 5-game winning streak right now. They won all 3 games they played this week. Robertson has 9 points in the 3 games he plays this week, and they're only 4 points back of you. The moment you slip up, we're coming for the Central. Now, NYI, how's Schaefer this week? Great, he has 2 goals and 4 points this week, including a game-winning overtime winner against the Utah Mammoth. He also has a +2 rating, and he's averaging 24 minutes of time on ice per game. So he's leading in the Calder race then. I would think so. Not only that, he's also leading all defensemen in goals with 7. Still even ahead of guys like Connor and Quinn Hughes. And you guys win 3 out of the 4 games you guys play this week. The wins are a little bit great, but Schaefer producing like this out of the gate is a great sign for Schaefer to eventually become the best defenseman in the entire NHL. He's probably already top 10, if you think so. And lastly, Toronto. Hey, Scriptwriter, how you doing? I'm doing good, but at this point, I don't think you're doing too good. With the way that you went this week, you're going through some dark times. What? You lose all 3 of your games this week, including another loss to Boston, a blown lead against Los Angeles, and a loss in the dying second to the 3rd period to Chicago. You have now lost 5 straight. Austin Matthews is injured, and you join Buffalo as the only 2 teams in the Eastern Conference currently with a below 500 record. But why? Did you really think you would be better off without Marner? I thought we could replace him by committee. Best team in Ontario. Has a nice ring to it. Wait, so you're telling me not only are we leading the Atlantic Division, but we also have the Maple Leafs 6th overall pick? I would have never guessed that in a million years. I want my Marner back. Sorry, no takesy-backsies. Ah, what a nice break. What? I will get you for this, Scriptwriter. But at least we're not as bad as the Leafs.